welcome one, welcome all, as we are live
Hi, guys.
with the Buddy's Pro Shop review.
Yes.
We got a lot of balls today.
Yeah, speed drilling this morning.
Yeah, no kidding. My man cracked out 3 balls, all of which he's never thrown, still hasn't.
I still haven't thrown them.
He's trying to get loose a little bit here before we get started. But so let's run down the line real quick. If you want to keep getting loose, I'll let them know what balls we got today. So we have the main balls that we're looking at today are going to be Storm's new release of their new announcement of the Equinox Solid. So a bigger, stronger sanded ball in their arsenal, something that can compete with the Ion Max in terms of overall strength, but with just a little bit different shape on the lane, a little bit more catered towards house shots, still similar to the original Equinox. So, and then we're bouncing over into our clearance section, which don't take the name for granted, because all these balls, while they're cheap, lots of performance to max out in them, and we have that with the original Mantra. If you remember, last week we went and we looked at the new Mantra Solid, which came out the Thursday before, as well as we're going to be looking at a Crusher Hybrid. So all balls that have lots of performance, the 2 clearance ones being a little bit cheaper overall. So if you are in the market for something that is a little bit more affordable, but you still need a new ball for the league season, these are going to be great pieces that we're going to be looking at today. Some of the comparison balls that we might jump in and out of, it kind of depends on time. Mantra Solid, obviously, to compare up against the original Mantra. We have the One Ovation from the prior week that we're probably going to be pairing up a little bit more towards the Crusher, since it's both Ebonite, both stronger asymmetric balls in general. And then the original Equinox to pair up against the Equinox Solid. So I'm going to turn over here and just see real quick if anybody says, hey, you guys don't have audio. What's going on?
Hopefully we have audio.
Right, yeah, I think so. Mike would have called us out and let us know if we had audio or not. So
we're just going to run with it.
What's that?
We're just going to run with it.
Yeah, we always
audio,
run
you
with
see balls go down the lane.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's just going to be a silent show. They had them back in the day, and now we can just bring those back again. Only difference is we're in color. So Chris still throwing here on lane 38. We're going to be bouncing over to 39. All of this is a fresh house shot, just as we typically have been doing. They may have ran a sports shot on 40. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to find that out.
Lane 40 is the Parker Bone one again, because we know it's heavier.
And that's assuming we get to that one. If we do, it'll be a good opportunity to check the Equinox out. Yeah, absolutely. So,
yeah, the Equinox will probably be primarily for that, because
sure,
I can't imagine what it's going to do on the house shot. It's like the maximum effect. We really didn't throw it on the house shot.
Too much ball.
So,
yeah, it's all just too much ball for our house shot and our game and how they're laid out too. So, all of these balls, in terms of layout wise, are all pinned down. You will be able to check out the actual layouts in the description. So you'll be able to see those, but all of them are pinned down to kind of match up against each other. Once again, everything that's on this rack right now is considered a stronger ball, and in order to match up to some higher friction surfaces, especially with people who were considered a little bit more on the red dominant side,
carry.
Pin down stuff is good to go. So
you're missing some really good carry. I just tripped a 4-7-10, and then I tripped a 4. So this is good.
Yeah. So at very least, the Mantra Solid does the thing.
I think that ball's been amazing. I mean, it's.
I was going to say so. And then we actually have an announcement a little bit later that we're going to show you throughout the video, so you'll be able to see that. So stay tuned in. Not sure how much you guys can pick up on the audio when they make announcements, but also, if you haven't already, like and share the feed. We are going to be giving away another free Buddies merch pack, so we're going to make that announcement a little more towards the end of the video. So you got to stay tuned here if your name got called, otherwise you may miss out on some good prizes. So beyond that,
let me do some yoga stretching.
Still getting yoga, still stretching up. Feel free to throw any comments or anything like that you have in there for us. And once our guy over here gets stretched up, ready to go, we'll hop over to 39. We'll start talking about the balls a little bit, as well as seeing some shots from the down lane camera. Okay.
Are we starting with the closeouts first?
Yeah. You might as well start out the closeouts first, whichever you like. So I'll hop out of the frame and give this man the key.
Yeah, because with the with the Equinox Solid, I think we need to show it on a little heavier oil. So.
Yeah, for sure. Once we move into the middle of the lane, that might be able to come into there. Similar to the Mantra to some extent for how strong the covers are going to be. It's just that one is very fresh, where the Mantra at least has a couple games on it now. So
yeah, I'm going to start with the Mantra on the clearance rack. I think about $99.95. Pretty good pricing on that.
Yes, yeah. So the Mantras are $99.95, whereas the Crushers are just a little bit more with $104.95.
First shot. I've never thrown this.
It's never thrown the Mantra before. Not the original anyway. So we'll take a down look at the down lane here. First shot with the Mantra. Let's see what it does. And that one bounces pretty good.
The color was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The silver just flipping around.
And if you remember from the core talk a little bit last week, this is a little closer to something that's going to be more of a tamer asymmetrical, just because it doesn't have a very big intermediate.
Yep, 47, 047, 011. So the 011 intermediate means it's a lower intermediate diff, so slightly stronger than a symmetrical ball, but not a strong asymmetric like, say, a super strong one like the Ovation or
the Ovation. Even the Crusher has similar
016.
numbers. So,
Yep,
with the exception of it doesn't have a huge intermediate. So.
Yeah.
Joe Isabella was the winner of the first cup with a 213 and a 2.
As you're hearing the live announcements of our senior league going on in the background, always have a good crowd for the senior. Watch another one with the Mantra going down the lane here. Put a little more rotation. It's pretty good. You know, something I like
it's a
about.
Good guess.
Yeah.
It was a heck of a guess for never throwing it. I just said, let me get probably like 3-4 right of where I would play with the Mantra Solid from just warming up. Actually, I'm probably about 5 or 6. But yeah, nice.
It's just important to think that, you know, how much performance you're getting for your dollar if you're checking out the clearance section. We have weights available from 12 pounds all the way up through 15. So if you're looking to get your hands on something, there's something a little bit of there for everybody. That ball looks pretty good. Nothing but strikes so far.
Yeah, I think, and like you were saying, it's clearance because they obviously don't make them anymore.
And we're able to sell it that cheap.
Yeah, and so doesn't mean the balls are bad.
Not at all.
It's the fact that they make so many balls. I mean, the B7 brand or B7 companies, every 4 weeks, I think there's an announcement.
Yeah, it's like as soon as the ball is released, it's that next week you're going to hear about something else coming out. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously something's got to go.
Yeah.
So they just, we're fortunate enough to find distributors that have them and buy them up. So
Packy hopped on. He wants to know what is the best clearance ball we have out there right now. And if I had to answer for our sake, I would probably say right now the Crusher, just because it's a lot of ball and it's still.
I say Crusher and Pure Envy are the two there.
For sure.
That sell the best in house. We sell a lot of Crushers in house.
Sure. Yeah, Pure Envy is another one. Just a sanded, strong ball, asymmetric ball out there again. So I mean, just what you're getting for the price out of it is outrageous. Somehow he managed to still pay our salary, selling you guys balls as cheap as humanly possible. Oh, all right.
I ran over a 7.9.
I love what I'm seeing out of that ball so far.
Yeah,
it looks
nice,
really good.
It's actually for a lower differential or medium low.
Yeah,
47,
medium,
not low,
for
but
sure.
It's actually still picking up pretty good in the mid lane.
Yeah, and the fact that it is a shiny asymmetric ball, you know, on the fresh, I don't really start out a lot with these just because I find them to be a little too over under. But this, 4 for 4 looks like it's controlling the 1-3 pretty good. Packy with hecklers. Yeah, I'll have to mention that to Chris when he comes back. So we take another look at this down lane camera here on 39. Still bowling on our fresh house shot. Bouncing that one a little bit more, see if it's got it. Sick. Drill Mantra.
Yeah, I mean,
what
why
are
they in the warehouse?
Yeah, that's I'm curious too. We can't have too many more after this. So, Packy said they've been selling a ton of hecklers.
They've done it. Yes, they've done a bunch of hecklers on there.
So
and we actually have sold some where the heckler count is getting down.
Sure. I haven't seen the heckler actually go down the lane too much personally, but not that I'm on the lanes enough to really see too much. What about you?
Brandon Bone, he's ordered like 3 or 4. He's had like 3 or 4 sent to him. He says it's a very strong piece of equipment.
Sure. Yeah, so if you're in the market for something strong, hecklers are in there. Hecklers and the Pure Envies.
Another one?
Wow, that one bounced a little earlier, and I was like, oh, that's going through the face, and it just kind of squared up to the line. That was cool.
It has a very nice rounded shape, which we talked about with the Mantra Solid last week.
Yeah.
That it had a very rounded shape, like a symmetrical piece, just a little stronger off the spot. And this has that same kind of motion.
Sure.
Bowlers, don't forget to get
Good morning there, Frank. Good morning, all. Appreciate y'all watching. If you haven't already, like and share the stream. Get yourself in for a chance to win one of those Buddies March packs. And to talk to you there, Tony, I also enjoy when the companies were doing that. The downside is the companies have consolidated so
All
much.
right, I'm changing balls.
The companies have consolidated so much that they it seems like there's more balls being released, but it's just more at one time because that's the umbrella is releasing at that point. So there still is the same number of balls, if not a little less than there have been in past years. It's just it's a lot to take in at once.
Yeah, they've done every time they do a seminar, usually around October. There's one coming up for the B7 brands.
Sure.
It always gets brought up about how many releases are not only amongst themselves but against Storm, Motive, and they do this whole chart showing the ball releases through all the companies, you know, in the total throughout the industry.
Sure.
And there actually are not as many as there were, like, say, 3 to 5 years ago.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
It just feels that way, like you said,
really
because
does.
we have one company owning 7.
And there are 4 brands released.
4 at a time, or 6 at a time.
There's sometimes more. There was at one point they had a 10-ball release because there was some lower end stuff that had multiple colors out too. So it's a lot to take in. Thanks for that, Frank. Appreciate you guys tuning in, checking out what we got for you. Now, stay tuned in. Obviously, we're going to be doing the clearance stuff first. Because it is a little cleaner. We were bound to have one eventually.
That could have been the worst footwork I've ever had. I don't know what the heck was going on there, but either way, it still got.
But hey, a 7 for 8 start there is pretty sweet for a ball you're not really too sure what it was going to do.
Yeah, now we need to re-rack. All right, we're going to get out of this one. Actually, let's we're going to throw the Mantra Solid just to give a comparison a little bit.
Jumping over to that.
So Mantra Solid, just to show you the difference between the two.
Now it's right out of the gate. It's definitely going to be a little earlier, a little smoother overall, but we'll see what it looks like. 'Cause, I mean, the lanes are still fairly fresh. I mean, you got to figure my man's only got 8 shots. So Mantra Solid, going down the lanes. Yeah, we kind of expected.
Same kind. I mean, they're both very similar in shape.
Sure.
Obviously, the Pearl one, a little cleaner. About 5 boards, like we talked about originally, just a guess for part, but that's.
But yeah, like you said, shape-wise, I mean, obviously you're moving into more oil, and it's still holding that same pretty similar line there in terms of shape. Another shot to Mantra Solid here. Don't worry, guys. We're not going to bore you too much with the clearance stuff, which I don't know how you could be bored watching this type of performance going down the lane. Check the Mantra Solid out here.
That was.
That one's kind of doing the same thing.
I have to
Maybe
move
just a
up just
little
there. That
blacky
was just bad. I got you.
Need real reset buttons back on ball returns.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're developing new scoring out there, find a way to keep it on the ball return too. I mean, there's nothing like having to go through 6 menus to get your pin setter reset. I mean, you can still include the buttons in there if they want to be difficult about it. But man, the ball return button, one push and done. Chris still throwing that Mantra Solid here. Yeah, definitely a more rounded shape overall, just a little bit, but very similar.
Follow up on Jesse's thing. So the resets actually could work.
Yeah.
You actually intentionally disconnect them.
Well,
a lot of centers do that, and the reason is, I can tell you, I'm the one that came up with the idea when we went to the Cubica system originally, not this one, the previous version, because little kids during birthday parties constantly hit the buttons.
Well, you can still move it. You can still move it and make it somewhere that's
I see what you're saying.
Higher, a little taller up.
You're saying put it like at a hidden spot or something?
Yeah,
like that?
anything that, the adults are going to know where it is. The kids probably won't know what to do with it, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I find like on some of the new, I think it's the Brunswick ball returns, they have them down at Parker's Bowling Center where they have the big hood.
Yeah.
The buttons are up in the front here.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So then the kids don't get to
Yeah, they're not really paying attention to it.
Yeah, but when you have them like we have the AMF ones here.
That's fair.
That was like my first thing when we put a new scoring system in like years ago. I was like, we need to get rid of letting the sweeps getting hit all the time, So then I've noticed almost every center we go to has done that.
Some intentional, some unintentional, just like just like their fans.
So ours was intentional. All right, so we're going to move on to the crusher. Mantras look really good. As last week I said, the Mantra Solid. That looks really good.
Yeah, I'm a fan of what their regular Mantra looked like as it was going down the lane there. So,
yeah.
And crusher, just a little more ball overall.
A lot more
yeah,
ball.
so, I mean,
56-16. Crusher hybrid was didn't really sell very well
I was
at
going
all.
to say, I think we didn't sell very many at all. So.
Yeah, and so this one comes out. They call it a Crusher hybrid again. The first one was dull.
Yeah, I think the first one was a sanded pearl, if I remember right.
Yeah,
It's sanded orange,
it almost
sanded red.
looked like it almost looked like a solid to an extent. So.
Yeah, I think so.
So my guess here is this one should be more than the Mantra.
If we lost audio
Mantra.
there, it's probably
Just gonna have
somebody
a little more
giving
flair.
Chris a call. Watching the Crusher go down there. Yeah, good guess. Mike said we lost our audio for about 30 seconds. I was like, I'm sure it's somebody
I turned
calling
off
through
all
or
that
something.
stuff
I don't know.
before. All that's turned off.
I mean, we should be good to go.
First thing I did this morning.
Last call for your 50/50 raffle tickets. If you need tickets, come up to the front desk. She'll give you the winning tickets.
Yeah, so if you're looking for something to kind of compare this to that's on the market right now, the One Ovation is going to be pretty close. Similar RG, similar differential. Just the Ovation has a little bigger intermediate, so it's going to be tamed down by that first number just a little bit more in comparison. Oh, it took you away
That
from
one
it.
you can just see a stronger core, quicker off the
Yeah, absolutely. So, for sure.
But what I've liked when I've seen that ball, for people that are medium rev, a little less, medium lower revs, it does go a little quicker.
Sure.
So.
No, Tyler, we haven't thrown the Equinox yet. We're going to bounce back to that here in just a few. We actually haven't thrown a single shot with it. Reason being is because that ball's sanding and we're on a fresh house shot, and it's going to need that oil in the middle of the lane. So it just kind of tame it down a little bit. So we're going to stay a little further right with some of our cleaner pieces, like the Crusher that you're watching going down the lane right now. Quite a bit stronger overall shape-wise in comparison.
That's a great ball motion.
Yeah, it's doing the right thing. I agree.
Not too clean and too quick off of it.
Sure.
Rounded shape.
You know, the one thing I can definitely say with the B7 brands in the past, was it 2 years or so, maybe a little less, that a lot of those cleaner pieces have really come around to being good balls. I felt like they were struggling there for a while.
Yeah.
They got the HK22 additive in there. It seems like they tweaked it a few times, and a lot of their balls look pretty good these days. So, see another shot going down here. This Crusher Hybrid. Keep in mind, folks, the Crusher Hybrid as well as the Mantra are on sale on the Buddy's website. So a lot of performance for low price. The Mantra.
That's a lot of performance.
Yeah. So the Mantra is $99.95, while the Crusher is $104.95. You throw a little drilling in there, and you're looking at $140 for a high performance ball. So, and that's drilled out the door, guys. Hey, Mike, since you're watching, go ahead and give us a shout out here in the comments and make sure our audio is working now. I can't imagine why it would still be out, but thanks for watching.
Oh,
another shot with that Crusher
crack.
get down the lane. He's trying to bounce it from there.
Yeah, it was so bad. There are some shots that are never good. Throw one more with this, and then we'll compare it to the Ovation, which I think will be a little cleaner, actually, and more down lane.
Yeah, I would definitely imagine that. Shot here, go to this down lane camera. Lining up with the Crusher Hybrid. Little mixer. Oh, Corey Umbrello. Reaching out to us from Texas.
Hello, Corey. Down in Arlington now.
Yeah, he's in the Dallas area.
Yes.
Moving all over the place. Corey is a Brunswick staffer himself. Corey, have you had any opportunity to throw any of this new stuff yet? So mantras or crushers or anything like that? The one. We're watching a crusher try to bounce off the gutter here. Yeah.
Those are the best ones when you just chop.
Oh yeah, we said that last week too. When we snapped the 10 out. I agree.
All right, we're gonna go to the ovation.
Now you said the ovation should be a little cleaner, probably a little stronger off the spot than what your crusher's going to be. And the intermediate's a big part of that for now.
The intermediate's is a big difference. The crusher and the ovation have similar. Actually, I think they might have the same differential. The biggest difference is the intermediate. So the
it's like
intermediate
56.
on the crusher 16 versus 27.
Yeah, so that's a huge difference in that.
Huge difference. So when the intermediate gets higher, the ball will be much longer down the lane. Bigger change of direction.
Yeah, especially when you're putting the same numbers on them. So keep that in context too.
Yes. Yeah, I find sometimes folks drill. I try to stick with 2 layouts. 3. I have like a third one, but primarily I use a lot of just pin down or medium pins because to me when you change balls, the reason they built all these different balls for you so you could jump from ball to ball to ball and have a 2-3 board difference.
Sure.
And that
it makes it much easier to know how they play off
when
each
you
other.
start playing with different layouts and balls. Is it the ball that wasn't good? Is it the layout? Is it a combination?
Yeah, now we're starting to throw a ton of factors in there that didn't need to be there in the first place, though. We'll probably throw another shot or two here. We'll see this ovation as it's going down the lane in comparison to what you just saw with the crusher. Yes, Todd, all of these balls are pinned down. As a matter of fact, you'll catch the layouts of the newer balls that we're testing today. Well, it's definitely a little cleaner. Definitely a little cleaner, a little quicker as it got there. Yeah, all the layouts are in the description. But yes, every ball being thrown as well as the comparison balls are all pinned down. The comparison balls are going to be the same layout as their counterparts. So that ovation should be the same as the crusher. The mantras are going to be the same as each other, as well as the equinoxes when we get those in our hands here in just a few. And, we'll talk a little bit more about the equinox in just a few minutes. We're just going to hit a few more shots with this ovation as they get down the lane. Good morning, Phil. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't yet, feel free to like and share this stream. We want to give people a chance to see some of these balls going down the lane, live and in person, uncut, if you will.
Yeah, so allows me to move back right just a few.
Sure.
It's still stronger than the regular mantra. Obviously a little bit longer than the regular mantra, more down lane.
Hey, Ja, I think we got some balls upstairs for you. Thanks for tuning in. Like and share, guys. Get your chance to win a free Buddies merch pack as well. Right now, if you're just tuning in, we've already went through the mantras. We're halfway through the crusher. We threw the crusher a little bit. Now we're throwing the ovation in comparison. And as Chris said, we are finding that the ovation's pretty much fitting in right between the mantra and what the crusher was in terms of overall.
Exactly.
Where they're reading on the lane. So good play off of each other there if you're into cleaner pieces. Good morning, good morning. If you're just tuning in, we like I was telling them, we already went through the crusher as well as the mantra. So we're just wrapping up here with that segment with the ovation, kind of throwing in comparison. That way, if you guys are on the market for stronger balls, you can get to see how they stack up to our clearance pieces, which are stronger. Oh my goodness, he got the 7 out. That never happens here. I will go on record. It never happens in Nutmeg.
So bad. Like 5 bad shots today. Gotta slow down a little bit.
And yeah, we're going to be jumping to the Equinox here in just a little bit, so stay tuned in for that. You'll get to see how the Equinox Solid stands up against its counterpart, the original Equinox. Oh, George from Seattle, my man. George, we're taking a look at the one ovation again. I know we looked at this a little bit last week, but we were just stacking that up against the crusher. Seems to be just a hair cleaner and a little quicker off the friction, as you can kind of see that one get there and really do it.
Yeah, I tried moving up when you approach to try and get my feet underneath me a little better, and I got a handful of that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's talk about the excitement of NEBA next weekend.
Yeah. I mean, if you're unfamiliar with what NEBA is, it's the biggest, longest running scratch tournament in the country. We had a little hiccup in there of COVID, but I think everybody did, so we still got them beat. But NEBA has a huge event running next week up in Cranston, Rhode Island. It's going to be the 65th anniversary for Lang's Bolorama, so they're going to host the tournament for us. Shout out to Lang's as well as DJBT and Northeast Megabucks helping to contribute to our huge prize fund of $6,500 added there, as well as an additional $1,000 youth prize fund. So if you're in the Northeast area and you're looking for an event to bowl, I mean, I can't think of anything else to bowl other than NEBA. So, I mean, my goodness, folks, I know I'm super pumped for it. I'm always pumped for NEBA regardless. So, yeah, we're definitely all excited to get up there and yeah, just celebrate 65 years with Langs. I had a chance to read the
history.
The history. I wasn't sure how much we could pick up, but I had a chance to read the history a little bit. It was very cool to see how Langs came about and where Ed Lang came from and what he grew up from and how he got to where he was. And
yeah, it's always neat to learn how a proprietor, particularly back in the older days, how a proprietor got somewhere. I know, like the proprietor from where I'm at, the father was a shoe salesman.
Sure.
You know, there were a lot of shoe factories in the town that I grew up in. He was a shoe salesman peddling shoes. Bowling in the 50s and 60s was becoming very popular.
Yeah.
He wanted to buy a bowling, so he started with one, ended up with like 6 or 7 at some point.
Sure.
So yeah, it's just neat when you learn that history, just thinking like, oh, somebody just jumped into the bowling center business. You know,
it's crazy,
like,
but it happens. More impressive that they were able to keep it going for 65 years without having to sell out to a Bolorama or something like that. And I know there was an instance where they got it and kept it from them. So
yeah, there was a couple years where it was owned by AMF.
Yeah, and they came back in. The family came back in and snatched it back up, right?
It back over, yep.
Yeah, it's amazing. Just to have centers open that long is pretty impressive. So, especially in that region, if you're unfamiliar with the Rhode Island bowling scene, I mean, there's a lot of popping centers down there. So, still taking a look at this ovation. We are gonna push you guys over into the Equinox here in just a few seconds.
All right. So real quick, I mean, I do think you can't really miss out on the closeouts. Obviously, we could see Crusher, big ball.
Yeah.
Hybrid, shiny, but really big and strong. And then you got the Mantra, just nice control. I don't know how that works.
I have no idea. So hopefully the audio is still there. But he was just wrapping up with the Crusher and Mantra, kind of giving them a one-time.
Yeah, so we just wanted to talk about those two. Again, they are selling. We just wanted to give you a little bit of what they do.
Yeah, Mike, we seen the call come through.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Stop bugging Chris.
Yeah, so the Mantra looked great, and so did the Crusher, but the Mantra allowed me to play a little bit more to the right. When the lanes are fresh, get a little bit more into the track, jump into the Crusher Hybrid, bigger ball, about 4 or 5 boards more, and then obviously the Ovation right in between there. So yeah, they're making some really good stuff. We talked about the HK22 cohesion.
Yeah, a lot of the shinier stuff is really starting to jump in, and even some of their sanded stuff, I think they started throwing a little bit of that
the maximum
into.
effect was amazing.
That's a very strong ball. So. And before we jump off of these, guys, $140 if you get these balls drilled out the door for high performance equipment. It's unbeatable. You can't beat it. Don't try. Come to Buddies. Get your stuff drilled with us.
I think, like you said, sometimes balls get slept on a little bit. DV8 balls sometimes get left out because a lot of times their balls are higher RG, but in this case, the Mantra is 249, so it's lower RG ball.
Yeah.
So sometimes, again, when you make so many balls do get missed. We talk about this every time we do the live stream. So there are
out and in, he said.
Out and in, yeah. Listen, folks, we got it on Do Not Disturb everything. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we got to blame the folks that are trying to get a hold of Chris.
Stop calling. I'm just kidding. Stop calling between 10 and 12.
Having said that, we are going to jump into the Equinox. But before we do, it's that magical time of the hour where we get to finally show you guys one of these.
Oh, new toy.
A new toy. The Rockstar Amped.
I guess it's the first time I've seen it out of the box. The box has been upstairs for a couple of weeks, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to open it, look at it. Cool,
It's
cool look.
you know, give me just a little bit of the uproar vibes. You know what I mean? So there's some different colors and a little different tone in there. But when I first opened up the box, you can see. So it's a Rockstar Pearl. So we're gonna have more information on this. Probably end up doing a video on it next week.
I do it next week.
So keep a lookout for it. It's gonna go up on the site here shortly once the guy clicks the button says we're allowed to have it up. So, but other than that, you're probably just hearing about it because it turned 11 o'clock and that's when I was allowed to talk about it. So
Jesse was eyeballing the clock. Now I know what he was.
I'm always ready.
He was.
All right, but now without further ado, our main attraction for today, we're gonna be throwing that Equinox Solid here just a little bit.
You want to put that camera on so that way we just jump up here and move this one?
Are you doing the Equinox only on lane 40?
Only on 40.
All right, so you guys don't get to see the house shot ball in a house shot, but we'll jump it over.
This shot isn't too complicated, so.
Gotcha. All right.
To me, this is like a little heavier house pattern.
All right, you're welcome to move it over if you like. Bear with us as we're shifting the cameras over for you guys.
I'll let you do the rest.
Should be good to go there.
Do I need to move a little more right? And maybe slide more right. Sorry.
Camera work's fun.
Just so.
You can find all of our camera equipment on Amazon and Verizon.
Yeah, wherever we got the.
All right, there you go. Think we're looking good there.
Yeah, just so my body doesn't get in the way.
All righty. And Chad's already got the new Rockstar up there, so we're good to go for that part of it. If you want more information on that, feel free to go to buddysproshop.com for that Rockstar, as well as any of the releases we're checking out today.
All right. First shots with the Equinox. I have not thrown it. Let me just show you, everybody. You got the camera here?
That's it. So if you haven't seen it yet, she is a little chalky.
She looks chalky. Reminds me of the chalkiness of the Maximum Effect.
Sure.
I'm not too keen on the color. Jesse loves it. So
I thought it was all right. I don't have
color
any issues
schemes
with
are
it.
always, judgmental. But yeah, let's see what this baby got.
And if you didn't catch this, he is bowling on the Parker Bone 301, 42 feet. We're going to take a look as he throws his shot down. And I don't know what happened, but she lagged out pretty hard there. I don't know. Not sure if we ended up actually catching the shot, but at least on the display back here, it was you threw the shot, already went through the pins, and I didn't see anything.
Oh boy.
Should be all right, though.
It hooked a lot. Obviously, first shot out of the box.
Someone asked, what's your PAP?
5 1/4, 1/2 down.
One half,
down.
not
half
one
down.
and a half. One half.
Just a half down. I've had an inverted track my entire life.
Rev rate's 550.
Oh yeah, sure. EJ Tack and I got a lot in common. So what an inverted track means is my track is closer to my fingers and further from my thumb. So it's unusual. Not everybody gets that.
Yeah, Mike, not too sure what happened there. It definitely did lag out, you're right. That probably just from moving it around a little bit. Or maybe there's more people calling, who knows. Let's see if we get something going down the lane for you guys on this one. Hey, that looks like it might have done it.
Holy snow tire.
Yeah, it dug.
It dug hard.
More interested to see these types of balls after they get some shots on them, because very rarely is somebody going to keep up with the surface on most of these sand balls. So get it to come to you a little bit.
It flares a lot. And they're wide. Holy cow, does it flare. Can you see that?
Yeah, absolutely. And then, you got 248, 054, 018 on this particular ball. It has the A2S solid cover stock on it, which hasn't been put on anything technically yet. The A1S was on the original. Check another one going out down the lane. There we go. A little blurry, kind of catching your head. That's all right.
That's a big ball. Now this is why, I mean, I had no idea it would be this much hook, but I think it's good to show it on this because I'm telling you, they're pretty tight. If you watch me the last couple weeks, this is the furthest left I've been with any ball so far. Just show you the flares again. Now you can really see I keep stepping in.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they're
there.
The spread's pretty good early.
And Tyler, to answer your question, how does it compare to the Ion Pro Solid and High Road 40? I mean, this is going to be significantly earlier than both as far as the Equinox Solid is concerned, and significantly earlier and just more overall ball. Now the A1S is on the High Road 40, so good comparison there from a cover standpoint to the original Equinox, but definitely a higher RG in the High Road and a little less differential overall. So. Yeah, Nick. So the difference between the flare rings being a little wider or a little tighter and close together, that is going to basically tell you your overall differential, and differential is equating to flare potential, which equates to overall hook potential. A ball that has wider flare rings has more flare potential and is going to be touching more fresh surface to the lane as it goes down the lane, so it's going to dig in a little bit more overall as it's going down through there. Once again, just giving more overall hook potential, more fresh surface to the lane. Whereas if the differential is a little tighter and the flare rings are a little tighter, then you're going to be looking at less overall shape. And yeah, so less overall hook potential. And yeah, Mike, the ions, I definitely found I find the same thing with any of my sanded balls, especially if I'm bowling on something that is not necessarily a lot of volume or a sport shot. It does take quite a few shots to kind of break in, even on the weak pieces like the absolute power of sand, but still mixing them up a little bit.
You probably couldn't hear me, but I said that might not get there. I still got back.
But it did. It tickled them over. I liked it. The only downside is it picks up and it focuses on your head.
We need to move it again?
I don't know if we're going to move it and get out of it or not, to be honest with you.
We can slide over.
You can try. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, no problem, Nick. If you guys haven't already, feel free to like and share this stream. We're going to get you guys a chance to win a Buddy's merch pack, which we will make that announcement at some point throughout this stream. So stay tuned. We want to make sure that you guys you got a chance to win it. If you hear your name, we'll get your address and we'll send you a Buddy's merch pack.
Good.
So there we go. And if you're just tuning in again, we are throwing the Equinox Solid around. The Equinox, this particular ball comes out on the 17th of the month. Watch digging early. Yeah. See, right back. That's that evening out of the 7th, and that's crazy. That was too good. That needs to go every time. And yeah, so the Equinox, like I said, does come out on the 17th. With the Rockstar that we just showed you a little bit ago, it comes out the following week. So that's going to be coming out on the 24th, 1 week apart. Still showing the flare rings there?
Oh yeah, no, it's still flaring really well. I'm just looking at the oil absorption. So
probably not as fast as what was it, the effect. It felt like that maximum
effect was going like
that. We couldn't get it. We couldn't get oil back on it.
Same with the mantra last week.
Yeah, I mean, they were just.
But I will say I'm further left than I was with the effect on this particular pattern.
Sure.
And the effect, trust me, it hooks. I used it last week in Bayside, and Bayside swamped the lane on the one side, so the maximum effect was great. I did not have this. I just drilled this today. I'm going to say they're pretty comparable to each other.
No, Tom, it's not going to have less oil. If anything, it has just a little bit more oil on lane 40. The only difference is it's the pattern's a little flatter. They're similar length, though. They're both 42 feet. So, if anything, the right lane will have less oil in the middle in comparison to the left lane, but it has more oil to the outside. Yes, this is the same pattern as the PB3 tournament. This is exactly that pattern.
We will go to the house shot to finish up everything. This is fun.
Yeah. striking at will, it seems like.
And again, you can tell there's oil. It's globbed on the ball. And like I said, this is why I wanted to throw it on this.
Sure.
Because this is what it's made for. I know they talk about the house shot, the Equinox being a house shot ball.
If there is such a thing.
But
at this point, they all better be house shot balls, or why are they selling them? Taking another look here. It's Equinox Solid. It's really digging into the lane. Making pretty good control of this. Oh! Oh, no love. It tried. It tried to give you one.
our first messenger of the day that missed. No spares today, folks. Yeah, I mean, so far it's very impressive. Obviously only bowled a little bit so far, but no lane shining happening yet.
Oh, I'm glad we're able to help you out there. Get your shoe pieces to you. We definitely try to get it out as quickly as humanly possible. That was pretty good. Yeah, we try to get it out, all of our stuff out pretty quick, and if you ask the man himself, we sell it as cheap as humanly possible. Like we couldn't sell it cheaper if we tried. Not legally, not for most of the stuff.
Yeah, super impressed.
They'd sell it cheaper, but apparently he has to pay us or something like that. Although we would do it for the love of it, but since he's going to pay us, we might as well take it. Get another shot at this Equinox Solid going down the lane. He's had some rotation in here too. So
there we go. Well, we're not shooting it this week because I can't make it anyway.
So what are you seeing out of this? I've been flirting with 710 territory, so
I
clearly.
honestly just keep trying to see how much left I can get.
Gotcha.
It comes back. One thing I'm impressed about, I like whenever I do ball testing, I don't know how anybody else at home is, I don't wipe my balls off when I'm just doing practice like this.
Sure.
I want to see how they perform with the oil on them. Because a lot of times, not everybody wipes their ball off with a chamois, even though you should. Try and get the same ball reactions frame to frame. But I just like to see how good is the cover. Can the cover really still hook even with oil in the track already? And I mean, I just keep moving. I've never wiped it. Obviously, I'm getting into heavier oil, so it's thicker on the main part of the track, and the ball keeps on hooking.
Let's see what we got. No, he wouldn't have been further left in comparison with the Max Effect. I think the Max Effect is probably still a little stronger overall from what I'm seeing here. Maybe not. I think the Max Effect has a stronger shape down lane is probably what I should say too. Front to back, it's still just as early, but it seems like that Equinox is a little bit more rounded in comparison. Take another look as it's going down lane here. Yeah, that's a little better.
But also, if you look at the core numbers, the differential is higher on Equinox than a Max Effect.
Oh, okay, sure.
So which makes sense. The Equinox will be a few boards stronger a little bit earlier.
Sure. Let's see here. You have the Reality, a Zen, and a Night Road, and Origin. And how would the Equinox fit that arsenal? I would say it would probably fit right around where the Reality is, if anything.
It would pretty much replace your Reality.
Yeah, I would say it's going to be pretty close to that.
Core shape wise, because the Reality had more just like a triangular core inside of it, asymmetric, but it was very rolly. This is going to be more overall throughout the lane.
Sure. Here. And Tyler, just to keep it in context, since you were bowling on the PB3 pattern as well, The reason Chris is probably a little left of that is there's probably just a little more friction here overall in comparison to where Parker centered or where that was put out. Because I would definitely say that the hyperdrive is still the strongest, earliest ball that I've seen that's on the market right now. I mean, that ball digs super early to the point where it really doesn't do too much down lane.
Yeah. I personally felt from watching the PB3 pattern, is that Tyler Anderson chiming in?
Yes.
Just from watching it, even Tyler, when he bowled the finals, got left after a while. I mean, on the TV pairs, they played a lot flatter in the revs part of the center. But in the Hal part of the center, I felt like a lot of kids stayed right of the track too far. Where I felt like the shot was start at the track, jump left, and just trap it through the middle of the lane in all the oil. And you could use a bigger ball then. Which Tyler did a great job of doing. He won the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you got to take his word for it at that point.
Yeah. I do think the TV pair shows played very flat. Just from watching, obviously Tyler bowled tremendous in the title match to win 2 straight matches to win the title, but they the lane 4 pair, the 3 and 4 pair, particularly lane 4, was super flat, super early. So if you just missed a little right of it, your ball never hooked it off.
Oh, and yeah, it's Tom. It's a box finish on all the balls. The original the Mantra Solid has some lane shine on it. Not that we're throwing that now, but everything you're seeing is fresh out of box. As a matter of fact, this is the first shots he's thrown. So, sorry we didn't get to the down lane shot there for you.
Try to keep that one up the middle.
And I don't have a great answer for how the Equinox would compare to the Jackal Onyx. Mostly because I haven't seen too much of the Jackal Onyx go down the lane. They're both earlier reading, asymmetric, strong balls. So, I mean, they're going to be pretty close to on top of each other in general.
Yeah, in general, the Onyx is going to be a little more soft, rounded shape to it compared to the Equinox here. It's going to be rounded and just a little bit more go off the spot.
Sure. It's pretty typical for motive balls, too.
Yep. If you want to get off, I'm going to just slide this over and we'll throw some on the house shot.
Sure. You got a live look at my man adjusting the cameras. Assuming that the audio decides to stay with it for a few shots. I let him handle it because I'm 5'6" and I need a ladder to get up there. So it's a tough time. So I watch him struggle instead.
I'm trying to open it up a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry.
There you go.
I think I missed it.
Yeah, just a little bit. To be fair, folks, I do it in the morning, so he doesn't have to.
That's all right. Try this again.
There you go. Might work for now. Gotcha. All right. Let's get some shots with the Equinox on the left lane here. A little down lane action. He has moved into the middle of the lane already with the Equinox, so curve around the lane a little bit. Yeah, see, that looks pretty good. 1 for 1 on the left lane. With the Equinox, anyway. And then we'll throw a couple with that. We'll put the original Equinox on top of it. And we'll
Yeah, I mean, without even throwing the regular one, I'm guessing it's about 10 boards less. I just feel like this one is so big.
Yeah.
Rolls great. Rolls great though. It doesn't stop.
Watch another one here. Shift it back over. On that Equinox Solid on the left lane here, 239. All right. Only the equivalent of about 2 single games put on lane 39, so fairly fresh house shot still for us. Oh, the new rev tape. Yeah, so I've actually I got a chance to pull that out and try the texture out on it, and man, there's a lot of grip to those vice strips, the Max rev tape. Oh man, I haven't had a chance to actually put any on and try it, as I don't use the tape, but I was definitely curious to put it on there and see how it stacks up against some of the other stuff. A lot of people in it early on, so you'll definitely hear some reviews of the new Max rev tape here coming soon for some other folks. Because like I said, it's starting to fly off the shelf when we just put it up.
We sold 5 packs today when I got upstairs.
Yeah. So I think that that puts us up to about a dozen overall since yesterday.
Yeah, and I felt like when I ordered it, I said, I probably bought too much. Nobody's going to buy this.
Yeah, imagine that.
It feels good, though. It has a nice feel to it.
266.
Me personally, that the finger tape, the protection tape, I only would use it for people who bowl a ton of games. If you bowl a ton of games throughout the week, then yeah, by all means use protection tape. Other than that, you're not, the benefits you might think you're getting aren't necessarily there. It could be a lot in the head. It doesn't necessarily give you more rev rate. You gotta have a fast hand to get out of the ball quick.
6-7.
The back of the 7-pin, yeah, that's sick.
That's pretty funny. 6-7 was there for a second.
The 6-7, don't start saying 6-7. That's some TikTok thing.
I don't understand. I tried looking it up. It has something to do with a song.
Yeah, it's something in a song. I give up on.
It's all about
too
the
old.
kids or something.
Too old, don't care. Still checking out this Equinox Solid. It's going down the lane here on the house shot. Lane 39. This also is, see, there we go. Shot on 39. He's going to be giving it the old curve. Yeah, there you go. That one went through the pins pretty well.
Tell you what, nice ball reaction.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I feel like all the balls we keep testing, for the most part, look really good. I think
it might be the pin down thing on the house shot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
For me personally, a pin-up big ball like this is just really not good.
Yeah.
For me, the big balls that are pin-up, my ball just stands up so quick. And we don't ever bowl on something with a long enough oil or stretched out enough. Not too often. Some of the PBA patterns or sport patterns are like that, but there's not a lot of them. So my ball just, if I threw a pin-up one like this on the house shot, it would just stop. It would never have the continuation through. It would just go forward so quickly. Sure. So I just have an idea like what I like, and
yeah, let's see another one here. Yeah, those big balls being pinned up is pretty tough on a higher friction surface. Yeah, if you're looking to control your friction, control a pin down ball, folks. Longer pin up balls can definitely add some control, but it's not going to be the same. The cords are still going to stand up in a different part of the lane.
If anybody says pin down hooks early, look at the down lane motion.
Yeah, I mean, really, what you're doing with pin down balls is you're taking that hook window, if anything, making it a little longer, just because as it's encountering that defined friction, it's not reading it and jumping off of it or standing up and going forward. It's blending that out a lot more. So
right, exactly.
3 little ducks, 2, 2, 2. Good bowling, everyone.
Yeah, a lot of announcements today. We know we're back to fall Fridays. You know, all the seniors packed in.
But no, to answer your question there about that Rockstar amp, we will be doing a review of it next Friday, more than likely, with the original Rockstar being in there, as well as maybe another shiny symmetrical, just so we can kind of really stack it up against something that's already out. But yeah, absolutely. Just stay tuned in. You'll see more announcements as per usual. Check another shot out here. This Equinox Solid. Now, the original Equinox was presented as something that was specific for house shots, at least house shot lengths, shape. Cool. And this looks pretty good too. Looks pretty good. I enjoy that.
I enjoy it a lot.
Especially on a 39 with a sanded ball, knowing how fast everything blows up there for it to still do the right thing the entire way through the
I
plane.
agree.
That's cool.
And that's, we were talking about the pin up, pin down. That's where I would tell anybody, if you're bowling and you feel like your ball is losing energy or not finishing down the lane and you throw a primarily pin up, don't be scared to try a pin down ball. Now, if your track is up against the holes,
different story.
Maybe reconsider. because it will move your track just slightly higher, potentially. But so many house patterns or so many lane surfaces throughout the country are really worn. Really worn. And the balls are so strong, they take it off. The pin down just helps it stay on line a lot easier.
Yeah, we'll probably throw one or two more here with the Equinox Solid, and then we will put the original on there. I also enjoy seeing people throw the original. I think that ball looks great too. Another shot here with it. Not quite as around with that one, but didn't seem to matter. That was pretty good.
All right, we're out of that.
We'll throw a shot or two with the original one.
Yeah, wrap it up with the original. I'm guessing. Again, I haven't thrown the original. Usually, I have a little surface on this before they made this one.
Sure.
I've used it the last couple Nebas with some surface on it, just to give myself a little bigger pearl. This pin down.
But now it's back in box.
Afraid to use surface on my stuff. Yeah, but it's back in box finish. When I say use surface, folks, I like 360, 180. So back to the original. My guess is a lucky guess. If it works, it works. I'm thinking I at least got to go 7 back.
To answer your question there, Corey, no, I haven't thrown a pulse, and Chris hasn't thrown a pulse either. But I definitely seen quite a few going down the lane early on when they first came out. We had quite a few more sales than what I expected, so it's kind of neat. Original going down the lane. Wow.
All right, might be more than 7.
Might be more.
Yeah, a little clean. I gotta be honest. I mean, we did the ball video for it. We drilled a pin up, pin down, and it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
But I just have so many balls. It went to my garage.
Sure.
Then Neba was here August, and you had to play out on the gutter, longer pattern. And I said, oh, I just need some kind of pearl I can put some surface on. And I'm like, I got this Equinox sitting there. I hit it, and the ball was phenomenal. So
now, just so people can kind of get some knowledge from this, why would you hit a pearl ball with surface?
I personally find sometimes when I hit my pearls with surface, they actually have more overall hook than a solid with surface.
And they have more teeth.
So
they're digging into the lane
they
harder.
They don't dig in as quite as early, but they dig in the mid lane harder and go more. So
sure.
I generally, sometimes if I need a bigger ball, I will hit my harsh reality pearls. I will hit the shiny balls, shiny pearls with surface, and I find they just don't burn out quite as much, but they
sure.
have more overall motion because they don't lose energy as quick.
Yeah, Nick, I'll forward that question over to Chris once he jumps back.
All right.
It's almost like you had to feed it.
I went 2 more off the light mixer.
Yeah.
And that one went. That one went pretty quick.
Nick B asked, he said, with the full roller layouts, do you suggest using more surface since pin downs are a no-go for him? And I feel like you probably wouldn't unless you're still looking to control the overall shape and still have something that's a little bit cleaner and be able to control something on the fresh. Now, if you're throwing a shiny ball, I wouldn't see, I mean, you're trying to control the shape anyway. You're trying to have a pin down in your bag, and that's what we're trying to do. Get something a little longer, save a little energy for you when your pin up stuff is standing up.
Read that question one more time.
He said, with full roller layouts, do you suggest using more surface since pin downs are a no-go for him?
Well, I mean, technically, Nick, when we did the full rollers for you, we are giving you pin down. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So, yes, a normal pin down for you, no-go because of where your track is. So that's why the full roller comes into play. To me, you still just throw them out of the box as they are. When you go to that full roller, it allows you now to throw the shinier balls like an Equinox. Crusher, I know you picked up some balls from it, so I feel like you might have got a Crusher or something like that, but it's going to give you, you're going to get that nice motion overall. And then if you feel like you just need a hair more, then yeah, absolutely you can hit them with surface.
Oh, let me get you a new,
sorry about that.
One more rack real quick before we get things wrapped up. Work to do. Another down lane here with that original Equinox. As we jumped off the Equinox Solid. Going there. There a little bit more. Hey, there it is. There's the exact 7-pin that I know Nutmeg leads.
That's the Jesse hit. He loves
my
that.
Lord.
But I mean, honestly, that's 8 boards.
Yeah, it's quite a bit different. I mean, obviously, this Equinox has some games on it in comparison, but you went back through and you resurfaced it. It's back to box
I opened
finish,
the pores
so.
back up. I hit it with like 180, worked my way up.
Yeah.
Put the power edge back on there. Oh, sorry, but I thought I got it.
Nope, you're good. Now we got 6-step authentication in order to reset a lane. There she goes. All right, one more here. Hey, there's one.
That's a good one to finish on, a little slappy 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, honestly, you could see a huge difference. A really big difference in the 2 balls. You can still see the Equinox has that rounded shape, the Equinox, the original. But you can see the Solid. It is.
Yeah, it's just bigger. It's just a big meat hook in comparison.
Yeah, but like I said, the great thing was it never, even on this pattern, which is obviously the house shot, medium, a little heavier, Parker Bone heavier pattern, particularly in the middle of the lane.
Sure.
It didn't quit. It just goes and never quit or rolled out or burned up at all.
Right. Now, I mean, I thought all the balls looked pretty good today for the most part.
I thought they all looked great.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time I've really had a chance to sit down and watch the Mantra and Crusher go down the lane. Crusher's a lot. It's a lot of ball for what you're paying for at $104.95. Throw drilling on top of it from us, and you're looking at a $140 high performance ball. So crazy. And then obviously the Mantra's a good step down from that, but just offering a little smoother shape off of it. But still a great piece to have for less than $100. Then you throw drilling on top of it. Once again, you're looking at $130 and change.
Yeah. I mean, the Mantra was the somewhat surprised because we haven't seen many of those go down the lane. We've shipped out a bunch.
Sure.
But haven't really seen in-house because when people come in, generally they've gone to the Crusher because we know it's a bigger ball.
Sure. $5 more.
Yeah, but you're going to get bigger performance, and that's what people want to see. But because, of course, the Mantra numbers being a little bit lower, is it not going to hook enough? But it reacted really good.
Yeah,
it allowed me to get closer to the track.
Sure.
So more 12 and right, 12 to 7.
I think he threw the first 7 with it out of box. Had no idea what the ball was going to do, and
it was like the ball was running them over. It had a nice shape to it. It wasn't like skid flip off the friction.
Right.
Had a nice rounded shape to it. Similar, actually, like I said, we talked about the Mantra Solid last week, which I thought was great because it was a symmetrical rounded piece with just a little bit more off the spot because of the little bit of asymmetry in it.
Right.
And that's what the Mantra itself did. So really impressive. And like I said, the Crusher, just big ball. Big, shiny ball. To me, people probably look at like the Widow 2.0 hybrid.
Okay.
And to me, this is a little cleaner. To me, a Widow 2.0 hybrid rolled really early.
I was going to say, I think the Widows in general, the cores just stand up just a little early.
Yeah, so for me, the Widows are a little sometimes too early. The Mania is a little bit better because that cover helps get it through just a little bit better. Right. But so to me, if you had a Widow 2.0 hybrid and you felt it was a little too rolly, Crusher, just a little bit cleaner. And that's what I saw at the senior stops. Guys would go from their Widows to the Crushers.
Oh, okay, sure.
When I bowled the senior stop down in Florida this past year, that was the move. They would go to the Crusher, and I was like, wow, I haven't really seen that ball go down the lane. That looks really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the Ovation, as we compared the two, Ovation.
Pretty much smack dab in the middle, maybe a little closer to what the Crusher is.
Yeah, a little cleaner, which is what we expected. Higher intermediate differential, which will make the ball tumble down the lane further.
Yep.
So we can see a difference there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you have a Crusher, or if you pick up a Crusher and you feel like, game 3 it's a little too early, you can go to an Ovation, which will be a little cleaner in the same zone.
Sure. And
retain energy down lane better.
Yeah, absolutely. And then jumping over to our main event for today was that Equinox Solid.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you need hook and continuation,
there's a ton of options out there, and this one looks really good.
Yeah, to me, this maximum effect. This is to me is a little bit more than a maximum effect, at least how I felt
overall.
And again, that comes down to the core is a little bigger.
Okay,
just a little bigger. So that's going to pick up those couple extra boards. But if you're some people only want to buy storm balls, some people only want to buy hammer. So
there's plenty of options all across the brand
both give you great options there.
Yeah.
I've thrown the maximum effect a bunch the last couple of weeks. The ball's tremendous. This one here, today just bowling on both. It would be like a toss-up if I was going somewhere and taking both. So, yeah, really exciting. And like I said, if you had the original Equinox and you felt like, it's good, and you feel like you need a really big ball, to me, for me, I had the Ion Max before, and I felt like the Ion Max was, for me, didn't really ever continue a ton out of the box. If I hit it with surface, it hooked too early.
Right.
This one I can see the continuation a lot better with. So yeah, great. I mean, listen, folks, it's tough for us. Sometimes there are balls. You can watch some of our previous ones. They're not. They're okay, but they're not great.
Yeah.
This last couple weeks has been fun to do video work.
Yeah, I feel like like you said, the
I don't
past
have to
couple
shoot
weeks,
a lot of
everything
spares.
strikes.
I didn't bring a spare ball out, but I didn't have to really shoot much. So.
No, not much today.
And then we get to talk about the hot new one.
Yeah, we get to talk about the Rockstar amp, so the Pearl Rockstar. This one's going to be releasing on the 24th, and we're going to have a video probably up next week that we'll start doing some work on.
Yeah, we'll do this one next week. We will compare it. I do have 3 Rockstars, so I'm thinking drill this like my medium Rockstar.
Sure, that's a good idea.
Which is a ball I really like. I do like all the Rockstars, but nice comparison. We'll do the medium pin one.
Do medium one of that, and then we'll find a shiny symmetrical ball in there somewhere. I'm sure he has to stack up against something that's currently on the market that's supposed to be in the same ballpark. So
maybe not.
Whatever. All right. So without further ado, let me just jump back over here, make sure there's no other crazy questions.
Drum roll. That's my
bad
drum roll.
Hit the drum roll real quick.
I had bad rhythm. There we go.
So for your winner today for the Free Buddies merch pack is going to be Tom. Last name, that's what I missed last time. Tom Wilson. So, Tom Wilson.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom, for watching in, tuning in, and asking some questions and getting involved in the chat there a little bit. You're going to be getting a Free Buddies merch pack. All we need you to do is go to our page and direct message us your best shipping address as well as your t-shirt size, and we'll get a merch pack out to you. So thank you for watching. Thank everybody for tuning in to our reviews here and asking questions and participating. We really are. It's a lot of fun. I find it a lot of fun to answer questions.
Yeah, I felt like there were a bunch of questions that I could hear you talking. And who's John Mazza again?
Let's not get into that one. So, but his name wasn't on there. His YouTube name was on there.
It's just the funniest thing that happened last week. So,
yeah, by all means.
Mr. Mazza reached out, asked a question, and when I heard it, I'm thinking, there's no way he's watching. Because you just said John or something like that. So I went back and I saw John Mazza reply. So I sent him a message. I go, thanks for the question. He goes, I was trying to make me laugh.
Yeah.
And then Janine goes, I don't think Jesse knew who it was.
Because John's name was his YouTube name. His name, John, was not actually on there. It was just
it was just really funny. So at the end of the night, as we're closing up the day, I'm like, just so you know, this is who messaged you earlier.
Yeah, there you go. So
we had fun, though, but it was great. So we do appreciate everybody commenting. It does make it more interesting, and we like giving you information.
Sure. So stay tuned. We're going to make another announcement for next week for when this guy comes out. So if you have any questions, want to see us do anything else, feel free to direct message us, comment on here. We'll get back to it. So
I'm sure there'll be more ball announcements in the next week or two. So
just keep your ears open. They're
going to keep me working.
Absolutely. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great weekend.
You guys have a great one. Be safe.